A film starring vampires is chomping up the competition at the box office. Erik Childress, vice president of the Chicago Film Critics Association, is back with us for more movies and money. And Erik, why do you think this latest Twilight film is drawing big ticket sales?
Well, I mean, these are all the all the fans of the books, flock to these movies. They're not movies that are really drawing new fans. They're just women and girls who love the epic romance of these books are now coming to the movies, and this is their last chance to sort of get in their last licks with Edward and Jacob and Bella Swan, and who's going to end up with who. I personally don't care. I think most guys don't.
So it's the big women demo that these
Absolutely.
films are going after. All right, let's take a look at what happened at the box office last weekend. And we really have to preface this by saying it's a 5-dayer because it was Thanksgiving. Twilight Saga Breaking Down Part 1 coming in at $61.8 million. It's made by Summit. The Muppets, a big Disney hit here at $41.5 million. Happy Feet 2 at $18 million. Arthur Christmas at $16 million. Hugo at $15 million. And The Descendants, I'm going to talk about that more in just a minute, at $9.3 million. But first of all, let's talk about Hugo, which really could be considered a failure because this was a big budgeted film.
Yeah, I mean, the rumor on the budget of this film is about $170 million, and there's a very good chance that this movie is not going to make probably more than $40 million domestically. It has kind of a European flavor to it, so maybe it does a little bit overseas and they can recoup some of that cost. But this is, it's a Martin Scorsese family film that was made more for film critics than for children of young ages. So I don't think the film is going to be doing very well past this holiday weekend.
That's a big hit to Paramount then.
Yeah, absolutely it will be. It depends on how it does overseas. I mean, the critics are really eating the film up. They're really enjoying it. I was pretty bored to tears with it, pretty much. But it has a chance it might recoup its cost eventually. But right now, it's not looking good on the books.
No major films are coming out this weekend, and one of the reasons I wanted to put The Descendants on the list, it's amazing that this George Clooney flick is making the number 10 spot because it's open at what, fewer than 400 theaters.
It's only
right
just
now?
over about 400 theaters
But
right now. It was only in like 20 the previous weekend and made $1 million last week. Right now it's doing about $12 million. Hasn't even hit 500 theaters. It's going to be a major player at the Oscars this year.
Absolutely, it's getting big buzz.
Yeah.
All my friends are talking about it. They're loving
George
it.
Clooney's going to be nominated. The film's going to be nominated for Best Picture. It's going to get a lot of nominations. It's going to play very well, I think, through the season as sort of one of the adult titles.
Will it get a wider release?
Oh, it's definitely going to get a wider release at some point throughout December.
And with no major openings this weekend, will there be a bit of a dip at the box office?
There's always a dip in the box office after the 5-day holiday weekend after Thanksgiving. It's just, for some reason, people just stop going to the movies until some of the bigger stuff starts opening in December. And I think this is going to give a chance for the Muppets to take the #1 spot from those stupid Twilight people.
And I loved J. Edgar.
Did you?
You were not a fan.
No.
I thought it was fantastic.
No. Speaking of movies, bored to tears.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I loved
movie that's not going to be an Oscar player. Sorry to say.
I think Leo's great. All right.
Good.
Moving on. Thank you so much for your time today. Erik Childress, Vice President of the Chicago Film Critics Association. Always a lot of fun. Thank you for coming in.